Change was a distant word. There was a time that we'd only encounter it a few times in a decade. Today, I know that every day will bring change. There will be moments where I'll embrace it, but most of the time, I know I'll resist, hoping to fold the edge of the page of what has become my favorite story yet. I knew you before I met you. That's a funny thing, but I still had so many questions about you and to ask you. The pain with which you came left me breathless. From then on, nothing has been the same. I see myself in you, and in the same time, I see all that you do through you. Discovering every color and note with you, learning how to smile despite the weariness, developing the handy skill of doing everything half asleep, staring helplessly at every how-to-parent guide available. Those first few months felt like a blink, so I kept my eyes open, hoping that I wouldn't miss a thing. These moments are rare, but I know that even for a little while, on days like today, when the wind's still and the sun lingers, I can take a mental picture and hold on to this memory, comforted that it will never change.
Hello and good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Happy weekend. My name is Karel Marquez Farinas, and coming to your host for today for the first edition of Baby Hugs with Mommy Mundo and Huggies. And today is entitled Discovering Your Own Parenting Style. Sana po okay po kayo dyan, mga mommies and daddies. And just to get the feel of the room that we have right now, please type the words #HugsForMoms sa chat box dyan. If you already have a toddler, kung meron na po kayong toddler, mag-hashtag naman kayo dyan sa comment section ng #HugsForMoms. Hello sa mga toddler mommies. Ayan, so we can actually see almost everyone here in our chat box is a mom or dad ng isang toddler. Ayan. But of course, to our parents who have, much littler ones, like yung mga newborn babies or those who are pregnant right now, and of course, to those who are preparing to have babies right now, welcome and good morning as well. Okay, so today, I myself have gone through a lot through the toddler stages ng aking mga anak. Well, now they're big. And of course, meron akong incoming toddler also right now. So I have a 2-year-old. And, it's really kind of a bit challenging because, and also they also have different needs, they have different wants, and they just want to explore the world differently. Siguro yung mga mommies and daddies niyan, I'm sure you can relate na talagang medyo challenging din minsan ang pag meron kayong toddlers. And, I find myself constantly chasing after my little boy, Kobe, because, I just don't know what they're about to do, or minsan may bago silang gustong itry. And sometimes I think to myself that, it's actually much harder when they're running around, na hinahabol niyo sila, rather than yung newborn stage na nakahiga lang sila, sitting there, and, just being immobile. So, the diapers you put on them, for example, will be a particular type so that they stay put. And, one such example, of course, is the new and improved Huggies Dry Pants. Ayan, perfect na perfect po ito sa mga toddlers. You know why? Because it provides complete comfort for babies with its new Dry Expert Channel technology that allows even distribution of wee-wee across the pad for fast absorption. Plus, it conforms to baby twists and turn for comfortable movement. Ayan. So, sa mga mommies and daddies, head on now to Shopee today, okay? Until May 16 to get up to 30% off on the new and improved Huggies Dry Pants. Kaya shopping na kayo mga mommies and daddies sa Shopee para sa 30% off discount. Okay? But you know, with toddlerhood comes also a lot of exciting milestones and a lot of new activities that we can now do with our children, which is what we will talk about today, mga mommies and daddies. So before we get to the talk itself, mga mommies and daddies, I'd like to first thank, of course, Mommy Mundo for hosting today's session. Alam nyo ba na since 2003, Mommy Mundo has been sharing what it can and what it knows and what it loves by advocating healthy pregnancy, breastfeeding, active parenting, mom wellness, and mompreneurship. Okay? So everything that they share, parang nakaka-relate din talaga ako. And they provide information and support to moms in various stages of the mommy journey in ways that are very inspiring and very empowering. So we also want to thank, of course, our co-presenter for today's live, Huggies Philippines. And for generation, Huggies has been a trusted parenthood partner for moms. And in these times when connection is more important, better than ever, they are connecting the Huggies Club circle of moms to other mom communities, such as today here at Mommy Mundo. So today's event is one of a series of Baby Hugs event sponsored by Huggies Philippines. So the Baby Hugs event is actually a series that's all about comfort and care and embracing the parenthood journey. Just as diapering with Huggies, it mimics a mother's embrace. Ayan. So through these events, like today, Huggies celebrates and recognizes all types of parenting because it believes that we should support and empower moms to trust their own material instincts. Ayan. So now before we begin our actual talk, dahil syempre, it's a very, very wonderful weekend. It's so nice to start a wonderful talk right now with everyone here today watching, mga mommies and daddies. First, let's play our game. Ayan, meron tayong pa-premyo, may pa-prizes, may pa-game tayo this weekend. Right now, you will get a chance to win. Ito, grabe ito mga mommies and daddies. 1 month worth of diapers. Nako, sana maka-join din ako. Pero kayo na lang po for now, mga mommies and daddies, okay? 1 month supply worth of diapers. And here is how to win. Okay, first, step 1. Please fill up the form at bit.ly/babyhugs2021. Okay, again, para manalo po kayo, please fill up the form at bit.ly/babyhugs2021. Ayan, naka-flash po sa screens ang ating mechanics. And one winner will be chosen via electronic raffle. Okay? Step 2, ang second naman na inyong gagawin, you have to answer a question that we will be asking today during this live session. And of course, pag alam niyo yung answer, isagot niyo lang po yan sa comment section below. And 2 lucky moms or dads whose answers are chosen can win. Okay? So 2 mommies ang pipiliin. And third, para po manalo kayo, also post a photo of yourself attending the session on your Facebook feed. Ayan, so pwede niyong screenshot or selfie kasama ang live with your cellphone. Ayan, or nag-a-attend kayo ngayon at nanonood. And please share 3 of your learnings from the event in the caption mamaya. So talagang makinig kayo mga mommies and daddies. And don't forget to tag Mommy Mundo and Huggies PH. And don't forget the hashtag as well, Hugs for Moms, okay? And all entries must be in by May 21, Friday, 7 p.m. cut off. Ayan, basahin niyo lang po yung giveaway mechanics, okay? Nandyan po sa screen. And once it's uploaded, please proceed to the website, which is bit.ly/babyhugsocial at i-fill out niyo po yung form. Okay? Failure to do so will not qualify your post as a contest entry. Kaya basahin niyo pong maigi ang mechanics. And all winners will be announced on May 24, 2021 on Monday. So that will be Monday after next, not coming this Monday yet. Ha? So again, announcement, ang winners po ay will be announced on May 24. Ayan, ano na ba ngayon? May 15 pa lang today. So announcement will be on Monday, May 24. Okay? So again, like I said, mommies and daddies, for complete mechanics and details, we have all the details in our Baby Hugs event page under Mommy Mundo events on the Facebook page as well. So please do check them out and make sure you have noted all additional mechanics to qualify for this contest. Okay? So now, ladies and gentlemen, mommies and daddies, and pati na rin sa mga kids kung katabi nyo ang inyong mga babies. Okay, now if you have filled up the form and nakita nyo na yung mechanics, it's time for our our first game. Okay, ito ang ating in-event game. All right. Okay. By the way, to be qualified, you don't have to do all the steps, okay? Basta, you don't have to join all the 3 sa mechanics. Basta, maka-join lang kayo sa isa at ma-qualify at tama naman yung mga na-send yun na entries. That's good to go for you to get a chance to win 1 month's supply of diapers. Ayan, para clear. And para naman mas extra clear, basahin niyo po ulit ang mechanics. Okay? So here we go. For our first in-event game, we have a question. And please, sagutin niyo lang po yung answer. And don't forget to type your answer sa comment section below. And gamitin niyo yung hashtag #HugsForMoms. Okay? So question number 1, please answer if you feel like you know the answer. Okay, mommies and daddies? Here we go. Okay, please type in the chat box now your answer to this question. What part of being a parent are you most proud of? Ayan. Dahil Miss Universe Week ngayon, parang gano'n na rin, mga mommies and daddies. Why don't you answer this question with all your heart? Ayan. What part of being a parent are you most proud of? Ayan. Okay, I hope to see your answers pouring in. And please don't forget also to add the hashtag #HugsForMoms kasama ang inyong sagot. Okay, mommies and daddies? Ayan ha. What part of being a parent are you most proud of? And of course, as mentioned, dito sa Huggies and Mommy Mundo team, we are going to send these answers and we are going to announce them on May 24 yan, sa Monday, okay? So now, before I introduce our speaker today, let me remind you, mommies, right now, not to be shy in asking mga questions. I-type nyo lang yan sa comment section. And of course, we'll try our very best to get them and read them after the talk, okay? And sana po masagot din namin ang mga answers ninyo, okay? So today, Mommy Mundo, along with Huggies Philippines, please welcome Miss Kit Malvar Lamas, Mommy Mundo's Community Program Director, who is also a certified under Dr. Shefali Tabari's Conscious Parenting Method, amongst many other qualifications, which she will tell you more about. Without further ado, please welcome Miss Kit Malvar Lamas. Good morning.
Okay, sorry, I was muted.
Yeah, okay. I thought there was technical difficulties on my side, but yes, you're here. We can hear you. Hello and good morning.
Good morning. I was saying good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mommy Mundo community. Thank you for being here this Saturday morning, Karel. Thank you so much for your energy that you bring in our conversation today. I'm so
excited to listen to you.
Yeah, so yes, I am Mommy Mundo's Community Program Director. And I'm the first Filipina based here in the Philippines.
Wow.
certified under conscious parenting method by Dr. Shafali Chabari herself. So I will be sharing conscious parenting principles with parenting style. So for the moms out there and preparing to be moms also, this will be very useful for you. And we will just take your relaxed seats and just enjoy the conversations also that we're going to have. Okay, so
yes, we are ready.
Yeah, so let's dive in. So we're going to talk about discovering your own parenting style. So let's define first. What does parenting style really mean? Okay, so let's start first with parenting. What is parenting for you? Okay, so when I ask you what is parenting, you can put it in the chat box, or we can also talk, Karel. When you say parenting, what do you understand with parenting? When you say
sorry,
parenting?
nag-choppy lang for a while. Ano po yun, Miss Kit?
What do you understand when you say parenting? What comes to mind?
O, diba, Miss Universe pageant, Mommy's edition. Ano ba, when it comes to parenting, actually, it's a never-ending learning process, being a parent for me. And it's also about learning about, your own parenting style along the way. Because with parenting kasi, parang we always hear so many advice, so many tips from different people, from mommies, other parents from different generations. I think it all boils down to having your own parenting style and what you think can be best for your child based on how you feel. Based on how you feel, diba? O lahat naman na normal parents, mabuti yung intention natin, diba? We just want the best for our child. So,
I love
parenting for me.
I love what you said about parenting is a journey. Diba? It's really building a relationship with our children.
Right.
It's not a role. Because sometimes we look at parenting, parang it's a chore. It's like a job. So we forget, of course, there are a lot of responsibilities that come with parenting, but the core is it's a relationship. And our role, well, you're called a mother or a father. As soon as you deliver the baby, you're already called. Biologically, you're ready.
Biologically, yes.
So,
but there's more to that, diba?
There's so much more to that. And that's what we're going to talk about today also. So that's parenting. It reminds me of Khalil Gibran has a book. It's called The Prophet. And it just reminds us of our role as parents. Your children are not your children. They come through you, but they're not from you. Though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. Ganda, di ba? Kasi
I like that.
We don't own our children.
Right.
And we don't treat them as a possession, di ba? Na parang, sometimes we're just going to be more consciously aware and remind ourselves that they're really gifts. To be a parent is a privilege and honor. And to make sure that we build that relationship with our children. So if parenting is a relationship, what the questions we need to ask ourselves when we're thinking of parenting styles is, what is the quality of relationship with our child? How do you feel? When you said kanina, diba? How do you feel about each other? How are you making your child feel about themselves with your behavior as a parent? Kung this is how you parent, what is the effect long term with your child? We always need to think, like you said, it's a long-term journey. So when we are parenting also, okay, the different parenting styles. So what is parenting style? What are the standard practices and strategies that parents use in their child rearing as they build a relationship with their children? So there are many psychologists, Baumrind, Makobi, Martin, all these psychologists develop theory of parenting styles. And there are basically 4 to 5 types of parenting styles. Later on, I'm going to talk about the 4 different types of parenting styles. But what we are balancing, there are 2 dimensions at play. There's always connection and boundaries. as parents in our relationship, we're balancing these things. Connection. What is the warmth, the quality of your presence when you are with your children, the affection that they feel? If I ask you to think about your own childhood memories with your own parents, diba we don't really remember the actual things, kung ano ba yung niluto nila or everyday nilang ginagawa. What we remember is the feeling. That's the connection. That's the warmth, the affection. And then we also have to balance it with boundaries, the structure, the routines, the support that the parents give to their children. So this one is, so if the question is if parenting is a relationship, okay, I'm going to ask you, what relationship most influence your style of relationship with your child? So when you are thinking about it, ano yung kaninong relationship yung nag-influence how you treat your children or how you rear your children? I'm going to answer that through a story. So I'm going to give you this coffee story, all right? So let's just say you're holding a cup of coffee, okay? Then someone comes along and bumps into you and shakes your arm, making you spill your coffee everywhere, okay? So why did you spill the coffee? You can put that in the chat box. Why did you spill the coffee? Okay. So if you answered, okay, because someone bumped me, someone bumped into me, okay, that's our usual response, diba? If we really think about parenting style, bakit ganyan ka magpalaki ng bata? Okay. Usually our answer is always because kasi ganito ako pinalaki, okay? And it worked for me. Or kasi ganito ako pinalaki, ayaw ko ng ganun ako pinalaki. So it's an external question, external answer because someone bumped into me. So we are always looking at someone else. The real answer though, why you spilled coffee, the real answer is because you spilled coffee because there was coffee in your cup. Parang ito pong answer, no? Pero totoo naman siya. Because the question is, why did you spill the coffee? So if it was tea in your cup, you would have spilled tea. If it was water in your cup, you would have spilled water. So whatever is inside the cup is what will spill out. So kung ano yung nasa loob natin, that is what's going to affect how we are or influencing how we are raising our children. Each one of us have our own stories, childhood experiences, belief systems that have shaped our paradigm, yung mga pananaw natin, which has a connection with an emotional story that influences the way we relate to our children. Kunwari ako, lumaki ako, we are, meron akong kambal, so kung ako si Kit, siya si Kat, okay? And then, I have 3 other brothers, 3 sisters. So, 7 kami magkakapatid. And I saw my mom. My mom was very hands-on. She was really with us. She was, she was playing with us. And my dad also was very hands-on with us growing up. But it's not the type, it's more play. I really don't have like memories that they would pressure us to like mag-aral kayo, or parang it was such a playful childhood because madami rin kaming kalaro. Okay, so growing up now, parang I always wanted to be like, to be like them, to be like, to spend time with my children. And that has influenced my career choices also. So when I became a mother, okay, I have 2 children, by the way. My eldest is 14 years old and my youngest is 10 years old. Wala na akong baby. Nakakamiss. Okay, so each one of us have an inner child story, which has a twin personality, which is our ego. Okay, so merong mga nangyari sa atin in our growing up years, okay, na na-stuck yung inner child natin. Nung hindi tayo kunwari napapansin, or we want to say something, but we're not allowed to speak, to be heard, because of different parenting styles or different things that happen to us. In our childhood, that language is called feelings. Okay, the inner child language is called feelings. But when we are not allowed to express ourselves, diba? Parang, and it's not bashing our parents. It's just the way also that they grew up, that generation, or previous generation, that's how they were raised, diba? Parang there's always, parang, oh, bata ka pa, hindi mo pa pwedeng gawin yan, or that mindset, okay? So, when we are not allowed to speak, process, or feel our feelings when we were growing up, it develops into trauma that is stored in our bodies. And that's what the inner child was feeling. So all of us are craving for approval, attention, connection with our own parents. So because of that, we develop a mask, or what we call the ego. The ego protected that inner child, so it can survive. So some of us, parang, we started to be the good child kasi feeling natin, we're only going to be noticed if we have, for example, good grades, or we're only going to be noticed kung lahat ng sasabihin ng parents natin, susunod tayo. So kahit na hindi natin yun yung hindi natin gustong gawin, gagawin pa rin natin because we want to please our own parents. It's just our wiring, okay? So now that magulang na tayo, we are already parents, it's still there, okay? When we are triggered, di ba, parang triggered or toxic, there is really an emotional thread that is triggered from our body, connected to our past experiences, that is recreated in the present moment. Pag hindi nakikinig yung anak natin sa atin, okay, parang bumabalik sa atin yung mga memories natin, that inner child. So, minsan lumalaki yung ego natin. Ay, hindi mo ako susundin, ha? Ako yung mommy mo. Diba? Parang gano'n. So, we forget now that, oh my gosh, diba? Parang, ano ko pala to? They have their own spirit, their own beings. They're separate from me. I don't own my children. But it has an effect. So, you feel like, you feel suddenly angry, annoyed, frustrated, sad, fearful, very protective. It's because of our own experiences in the past that is recreated in the present moment. Our children mirror these experiences to us. It's either we see our inner child from our children, so we become protective or defensive or combative or judgmental, or when we are able to heal that part of us, befriend them, and integrate them, the more we're able to come from love. So we also see, minsan, hindi natin nakikita sa atin or with our children, but nakikita natin sa ibang pagpapalaki ng mga ibang magulang. You know, even the way your siblings bring up their children, or your friends, how they bring, or in social media. So we become judgmental about it. So not because we want to be judgmental, as Karel said, we have all the good intentions, but because it's just mirroring. So Dr. Shefali Tsabary said this: every interaction with our children is a reflection of our own relationship with ourselves. So, di ba ang ganda nun? Kasi parang now you have a handle, parang you have control over your relationship with yourself. Because your relationship with yourself is the most influential factor of the way you raise your children. Okay? It's our relationship with ourselves. Ano ba yung relationship mo sa sarili mo? Do you trust yourself? How are you being with your children when you're with them? Lagi ka bang stress, di ba? Or lagi ka bang galit? Di ba? Imagine kung lagi kang galit or lagi mo lang nakikita yung mali with yourself. That's also how you're going to show up with your children. So parenting is really not about the child before you. It is parenting the child within us. That's the sole responsibility of the parent. It's with us. We have to be able to form a relationship with ourselves that we really love. Mahal mo ba yung sarili mo? Okay. And it will be reflected with your children. Kasi if not, we will come out of fear, di ba? Parang lagi tayong takot for their future. Lagi tayong anxious, okay, that they're going to do something that's going to harm them. So we need to also apply self-care with us. So the parenting styles, ask yourself, so how do you see yourself? How you see yourself will be reflective with how you see your child. How can I connect with my child? These are the questions we can ask ourselves as parents. How can I build the environment, our home environment, that my child needs for his or her well-being? Am I nurturing an environment where my child can self-regulate any situation, or am I breeding dependency and self-suppression? Okay, yung hindi na we're not allowing them to feel their feelings. So our question is, how can I co-create situations that my child is seen as enough, valued for who it is they already are, and not out of our unmet expectations about ourselves that my child will now continue or fulfill for me. So minsan kasi yung mga frustrations natin na hindi natin na nakuha before when we were children, now sometimes unconsciously we want our child to continue it for us. Or maybe because we're really so successful, okay, and we really loved our the way we were treated before, parang automatically pinapass on na lang natin. Hindi natin iniisip or hindi natin kinikilala who is the child before us, because we don't really know them. And this is very challenging for us parents, because for those of you who have multiple children, hindi lang isa, di ba you notice, one child is so different from the other. Ako may kambal ako, pareho kami na, we're just 1 minute apart, but we're so different. We're so opposite. So as parents now, we have to really get to know each child. And then you have to build a relationship with yourself, diba? So the best way for you to really look inwards and ask yourself, how can I take care of myself also so I can shower it? I'll be full and abundant. And I'm not coming out of scarcity or kulang. But parang punong-puno ka na nag-overflow yung pag-ibig sa atin. And our children will feel that. So notice when you're feeling you're not good enough, you're judging yourself, you feel insecure, how do we show up with our children and other people? But when we're feeling good, healthy, productive, rested, how do we show up with our children and other people? So there are 4 parenting mindset, pag-iisip, that affect our style of parenting. Okay? And I told you there are 2 axes or 2 factors that we are balancing here. Connection and boundaries. Okay? So kailangan isipin natin, when we're thinking of a parenting style, what we're looking for is that connection and boundaries. Okay? So I'm going to share with you. Okay, there are 4. Okay, now it's also 5 parenting styles. We have the authoritarian. Okay, that's a independent mindset. Permissive is a dependent mindset. Then there's neglectful, which is a codependent mindset. And then there's a democratic or an interdependent mindset. Okay, so while I am discussing these 4 different styles, ask yourselves also, ano ba to? Parang ako ba to? Or we all go through this, okay? It's not just one style. Depende on the situation, depende rin sa experiences nyo. Remember, we are all so unique. My parenting story, my mother's story is so different from you. There's no exactly the same. So when I discuss this, just ask yourself, oh nga no, parang ganito ako. Or, ay, alam mo, pinalaki akong ganito. My parents were like this to me. Without judgment, okay? We're not here to blame anyone. We're not here to judge yourself or your own parenting style, but with just curiosity. And ask yourself also, because we all have room for improvement. If you have a great relationship with your children already, then that's great. But there's always room for improvement. So look at it from that point of view. Okay. So let's talk about the first mindset, yung dependent. Anong ibig sabihin ng dependent? Pag dependent, you have high connection, warmth, presence, attention with your children. Pero walang low boundaries. So wala masyadong mga structure or parang lahat na lang pwede. You're over-pleasing your children. In fact, minsan parang sinasabi nga lang, parang takot ka sa anak mo. Parang hindi ka natatakot kang pagalitan, okay? Because you want to be liked, okay? And remember, again, this has to do with your own upbringing, okay? So you're afraid not to be liked, so you're very permissive. This parenting is also called the permissive parenting, okay? So we're over-pleasing our children. So at permissive parenting, the children run the show and anything goes. Okay? Ano oras sila matutulog? Bahala na si Batman. Okay? Walang structure. The parent makes few demands and rarely reprimands. Nakikita na nila, pero parang hindi nila masabihan. Okay? You're trying to play the role of friend rather than parent. Okay, there's a difference between friend and being friendly. Okay, madami tayong ginagawa with our friends, okay, that is not applicable or appropriate with our children. But we can always be friendly, okay, very friendly with them. So that role, that difference also. Low expectations of both child and your own parenting authority. You avoid confrontation and making your child upset. Non-directive and very indulgent. Okay? So that is the dependent mindset. Swing tayo. Okay? Kung ito, very permissive, meron naman very strict. Okay? That's the independent mindset. Low connection. There's low warmth. Okay? There's not so much presence. Pinalaki kayo with also this kind, but very strict, diba? They're high boundaries, high structure. Parang pag minsan, there are also good things, okay, about the different mindset. Okay, again, it depends on the situation. But here, parang organized. Sobrang organized yung schedule mo. Parang from the minute that your child wakes up until they sleep, wow, it's already planned. And everything's like may pagka-OC. Pero because of the leaning to structure or leaning to that boundaries, okay, you're afraid to be vulnerable. You're afraid to make mistakes. You're afraid to even talk about feelings. Okay, my way is the only way. You need to be in control. You feel that if you're not in control, your kids will mess up. Okay, so you have to be the one in control. For this parenting style at independence, it's authoritarian. Okay, the parent places high value on conformity and obedience. Okay, the parent is strict. It tightly monitors children and expresses little warmth. High and unrealistic, often, expectations from the child. You're emotionally distant. Parents are to be obeyed. You use punishments and reward systems to get your children to behave in a desired way. And children are expected to be emotionally independent and behave like adults already. So sometimes you even forget, we're already expecting them to do this, okay, when they're only 3 years old. It's not developmentally appropriate because we see them as already adults, okay? So that's an independent or authoritarian, okay? There's a fifth style that came out like the past decade siguro about authoritarian also. We call this the over-involved parents, okay? Ito naman parang sobrang involved. They call it plowing, snow plowing. You take out the obstacles already from your children. And then helicopter parenting. Kung naririnig niyo yun, parang you're always hovering. Lahat na lang parang you have to be involved with your children. So at this stage, you're not allowing your children to fail also. You're always on their back. You're always trying to see. Because again, it's out of intention is with love, okay? We want to be able to see also what they're doing in school, or, you know, we're not allowing them to like run around or play because we're so scared of making them like getting hurt, or sometimes because we're so OC with cleanliness also. Parang minsan, ano ba to? Ang gulo-gulo, messy. So we don't allow them to just play and just have their free time also. Parang kailangan lahat schedule. Okay, so that's the independent mindset. Let's go to the third. It's a codependent mindset. Low connection na, wala nang warmth, wala nang presence, low structure pa. So, in other words, with this one, there's low nurturance and there's no presence of an adult. Parang pareho kayong bata. That's why it's codependent. Parang hindi mo na alam kung sino yung parent saka sino yung kid. Kasi you're all pabaya. Okay? So, neglectful. The parent is indifferent, uninvolved, and sometimes neglectful. The parent does not respond to the child's needs and makes very few demands. So, absent parent, parang you're not really present, okay? You're uninterested. Your own needs are prioritized over your child, okay? And you're passive and with little time for the child. So, with codependent mindset also, there's little connection with our children. So this one, it's sometimes it can even be very abusive. So neglectful and abusive behavior already. So we and there are moments, okay. Again, we all it's not even linear. Okay, there are moments that talagang, you know, we can be neglectful. And there's no judgment about it. Just notice, ay, option pala ako. Meron palang different ways. So thank God, those are three different mindset, dependent, independent, and codependent, are the things that when we are toxic, okay, what we want is, of course, the interdependent mindset. You build high connection, but also very clear with your boundaries and the structure at home. So at interdependence, you feel free, liberated, confident. You're not afraid to make mistakes. You feel complete, trusted. You're seen, you're heard, you're validated. You're compassionate, joyful, present, calm, cool, collected, abundant. Sarap, diba? Anong feeling na yun? And there are moments, like in the, I love the commercial of the Huggies commercial with Ann Curtis. Diba? Parang that feeling, you're co-creating. Sabi nga niya doon, it's moment-to-moment parenting. Parang now, it's like really getting to know your child, and like when you're there, parang treasure. You're so connected. That's an interdependent mindset. So when your kids are toddlers, for example, so there's high boundaries. So for example, ang bedtime nila is at 9 o'clock. Let's just say it's at 9 o'clock. Pero it's Friday night, you know, parang they want to be able to play longer, or watch TV longer. So they'll ask you, pwede bang manood ng TV? Parang pwede matulog ng 10 o'clock tonight, Friday naman. If you're an independent parent or authoritarian, no. It's kahit anong weekend, hindi pwedeng masira ang routine natin, okay? If you're a neglectful parent, hindi mo nga alam kung anong oras natutulog yung anak mo. Bahala na kung kailan siya matutulog. If you're a dependent parent, kahit na nakikita mo, alam mo na it's going to not be helpful for him, okay? You're not afraid. You're always just saying, sige, kahit na hindi ka maka-negotiate or you can't co-create with your children. At interdependent, you're not just going to say no right away. You're going to say, yes, I'd love to give you the time. Pwede. Pero instead of 10 o'clock, pwede 9:30. Okay, that's 30 minutes lang. Kasi kapag 10 o'clock, paggising mo, buringot ka na eh. Diba? Parang kulang ka sa tulog. Or kailangan, you know, it's good for you to sleep. So, I'll spend time with you by 9:30. I'll put you to bed. Let's read together. Diba? So, you can still sleep at 10 o'clock, but nasa bed na tayo by 9:30. Okay, so you have that, you're able to just pause and listen to your children also. So the parent gives reasonable and demands and consistent limits. Okay, consistency is key here. So your kids know also what to expect because they're very smart. They will try to push your buttons. Okay, but we can't be solid or trust our commitments or consistent with our boundaries if we do not look inwards also. Okay, so you express warmth and affection and you listen to the child's point of view. You have high, okay, but realistic expectations that takes your child's age and developmental capacity into account. Okay, so depende yan sa mga age ng mga anak natin, okay, and their developmental milestones also. And you are the one who's going to determine that. You're very responsive and warm towards your child. You're flexible, but you're able to assert clear boundaries. You're democratic and you're willing to listen. And you understand the so-called misbehavior is a child's way of communicating. So when they are acting out, diba? Yan, umaarte na naman yung anak ko. Instead of thinking about it, let's have compassion. They cannot express it. They're acting out. Diba parang pag naglalaro tayo ng charades, we're acting it out because we want to express something. That words are the words of our children or their brain development is not yet, cannot express that. So we need to guide them and give them the, oh anak, so what do you need, diba? Parang we are going to tune in with ourselves. Okay, so sometimes pag natitrigger tayo, because naaalala natin yung lumaki tayo, parang yung particular situation na to, hindi maganda. So, na-mesh, alam mo yun, parang napapasa natin sa mga anak natin. Okay, so then that's when you just pause, okay? And that's, in Mommy Mundo now, we have, diba, the mindfulness. How do you become mindful? You just pause. Pause. Pag yung anak mo nagwa-wild na, diba? And ikaw rin, no-wired ka na, okay? So just pause. Take a pause. Like really put air in your brain. Kasi in our brain development, triggered ka na eh. So our amygdala, that part of our brain, is already triggered. Na-disconnect na siya from your thinking brain. Hindi ka na makaisip, emotional ka na. So when we breathe, we connect the front part of our brain to our feeling brain, okay, the amygdala. Tapos mako-connect when we breathe. Then when it's connected, we can already parang think more of what is the appropriate action. But you have to, instead of time out mo yung anak mo, ano yung message na binibigay natin sa kanila when you put them in time out? That when they're not feeling well, they have to be alone, okay? We want them, you need to time in with yourself. Breathe, huminga ka muna. Okay, and remind yourself, kaya ko to. Diba? And you just allow yourself to just breathe, take moments of breath, and then you pick up your child and let them cry and just soothe them. You need to be able to soothe them because the way you are when you're discipline is not punishment. Discipline is a moment for you. It's a teaching moment for you, for your child to mirror when they're feeling that way. Ano ba yung pwede nilang gawin? Okay, for themselves also. So you breathe with them. So if they're acting out, you stay with them. It just means that they are feeling something that they cannot express. So you just be with them. Okay. So that's the interdependent mindset. Okay. So where do you apply these things? Okay. They're a mindset. Your mindset influences your behavior. So this will be applied in your sleep training, using pacifiers, eating, feeding, potty training, ano bang school ang appropriate, Montessori ba, progressive, traditional, homeschooling, unschooling. Even your birth delivery, di ba? Normal ba? CS ba? Water birth? Ano bang mga nun? And your family traditions. Kailangan ba, do we allow, well now, kasi may social distancing, so walang mga family gatherings now. But before, di ba, parang kailangan beso-beso sa lahat ng mga tao na nakikita mo, kailangan. Kung hindi, ano naman ang anak mo, disrespectful, di ba? Parang hindi bumabate, ganyan. So there are a lot of, you can apply this different mindset in these different strategies also. So what is the one rule in parenting? Okay, and okay, there's only one rule in parenting. Okay, you want to know what the one rule in parenting is? So what the parenting style you're going to use? It depends. This is by Magda Gruber. Okay, Magda Gruber is the founder of Right Respectful Parenting also. It really depends. It depends on your relationship with your child, your relationship with yourself. Okay, so it really starts with us, and then it depends on the situation. It's a moment-to-moment choice. So what will help you is you always just think, our goal is to be a democratic or authoritarian, respectful, conscious parent. Okay, and how do we do that? You have to have a high balance of connection and boundaries. So instead of time out muna, mag-time in ka muna sa sarili mo. Okay? And it's always connection before correction. Okay? So it goes to show also when you're seeing other people parent their own children. Okay? It's always connection. Why is that affecting me? Okay? Before you throw in an advice also, or you throw in, even as a conscious parent coach, when I see someone, for example, they shout at their kids, or they reprimand their kids, or they're too strict, you know, I have compassion also for, I try my best also to just, ako, hindi yan conscious parent, no? Parang hindi yan respectful parenting. Ano ba yan? Parang, but we do, I admit, there are times when I would, even if it's just in my mind, parang I go to judgment. But now with everything that's happening, there's pandemic pa, diba? There's economic crisis. People are having financial issues, they're having emotional issues, having anxiety. Everyone is really trying their best. But sometimes talaga we just need to really just pause and apply compassion. So connection with our children, with ourselves, and with other people also, okay? Before correction. Our children learn from what you are than from what you teach. Diba? It's our children learn more from who we are, from what we teach them, more than what we teach them. Actions will always speak louder than words, okay? So, for example, I don't see you, but okay, just try to do this. Put an okay sign if you think you're understanding what I'm doing, okay? So we're all trying our best, so we're all okay. Now put this okay sign, okay? Put this okay sign in your chin. Lagay niyo sa chin niyo, okay? So how many of you are doing this? Is this your chin or is this our chin? Okay? Actions speak louder than words, okay? So with our children also, they will experience you more than of what you are saying in your mouth. Let's have economy of words. Okay? Magtipid tayo sa words natin. And let's just more of, like, really connect them with energy. And model it for them. Show them. Hindi pwedeng, oh, brush your teeth na! Brush your teeth! Okay, tulog na! Tulog na! Nakasigaw tayo. But it's different when we actually go to them, okay? And then, you know, have fun while you're brushing your teeth. You're making a story around it, or kung kakain na, parang make it an experience also fun. Also remind yourself that ano ba yung brain development nila? Baka hindi pa sila talaga okay lang madumi kasi, you know, they're learning from their senses. So let them touch their food, let them make a mess. And let them do things that they can still do because they're also discovering themselves. So and have fun while doing that. Okay? So to be a different kind of parent, you don't need a different philosophy. You need a very different view of what a child actually is. So we need to really get to know our children. Okay? Every child has a different learning style and pace. Each child is so unique, not only capable of learning, but also capable of succeeding. Okay? Hindi makulit yung anak mo. Okay? They're very analytical. They're trying to learn also. They're asking why questions. Let them ask the questions and discover it together. Okay? And in that process, you're really going to enjoy. So for example, diapering, when you're putting them Huggies also, feeding, bathing, bedtime are prime opportunities to deepen that connection that refuels your child's body and soul. Okay? So do less and then observe more. Our power of observation. Like looking at, oh nga, no, I'm putting my Huggies already. Oh nga, no, parang they feel really so comfortable. It's like really, I love the description. It's like hugging your children also. That's how they feel, di ba? Parang it's a hug from a mom or from a parent, from a dad also, that experience. Okay. So many awful things have been done in the name of love. Because like, mahal kita kaya ko to ginagawa. Mahal kita kaya kita kaya kita sinisigawan kasi mahal kita. Okay? But nothing awful can be done in the name of respect. So we really need to respect our children, respect yourself, and respect each other. Okay. How we treat each other, okay, as parents is as valuable on how we treat our children. I'd like to repeat that. In our community, okay, in your families, how you treat your other parents in your family is as valuable on how we treat our children. And the way we model it to our children, they will learn how to treat other children that way. Okay, it's really, we need to be a source of support for each other as parents. Because sabi nga nila, it takes a village to raise our children. You know, it takes a village for us to raise the parents within us, or the child within us. So let's support each other as parents, okay? So because why do we really care about our parenting style? You know the underlying why we are so concerned also, because we're always afraid to be judged and to be shamed, okay? We all want to feel that we're doing the right thing. We want to be able to belong, to be seen, to be heard, to be validated. We all want the safety and acceptance. We become defensive, protective. The mama bear comes out. Our ego comes out when someone like shames us or someone gives a judgment also. But where no one knows really what's going to happen to our children, okay? It's really now, our connection now, we build that bond, and then let's trust that our children will be able to bring that when they're ready big enough, okay? We all have our moments of feeling unworthy. So let's just support each other, diba? That's our role also. Let's be when we see someone like have a great relationship with their child, validate it, diba? Parang it helps us to validate it. When they're having a hard time, let's offer help also. Okay. I came across, I don't remember anymore, ang daming mga inspirational things that I've been reading also. When we ask help, you can also make a list, a checklist of what you need help from. So when people ask you, diba, sometimes we all want to help. When people ask you, how can I help you? You already have a list of how I can help you. So it's because we feel when someone asks us, how can I help you? It really comes from a place of, they want to let us know also how we can be of help, okay? Remember, it's not what happens to you. it's how you react to it that really matters. So that's why we need to tune in. Okay. So when people are parang telling you a different style, oy, wag mong gawin yan. Or minsan, it's your mother-in-law, or even your spouse, or even your best friend. Parang, di ba? Parang deep inside. Parang, oh, ano ba sabi mo? So, sometimes we tend to parent shame. So now let's open the doors of conversation. Instead from parent shaming to parent taming. Di ba? Parang we're really going to ask ourselves this challenge. Eckhart Tolle, one of spiritual wisdom gurus, challenged us as parents, could we live in a different way that does not generate this continuous stress, this continuous unease, this continuous fear that arises? Does it really have to be like that? Okay, so when other people tell us something, also ask yourself also, am I being judgmental as well? We all judge, okay? So let's start from ourselves to give, not to be reactive, but to be responsible. Responsible meaning have the responsibility to show gratitude, empathy, openness, okay? Ask yourself, pag feeling mo natitrigger ka, or ask yourself, oh, what is this behavior teaching me about myself? Okay, what is this behavior teaching me about the other person? Instead of giving a checklist to yourself also, or to your children of what they should do, okay, trust your child also and enjoy that parenting process. One thing also, multiple secure attachment is a huge asset for a child. What does multiple secure attachment mean? You don't just expose them also to different wag tayo masyadong tayo lang yung they'll also learn from different parents, their grandparents, or of course sometimes we have our boundaries. So we say that, we model that. Okay, for example, kasi pag na kay lola, parating may parang walang rules, lagi spoiled, di ba? Parang so you also, you'll have that also give them conversation about it. Ma, pwedeng after dinner na lang yung or wag muna natin siyang bigyan ng gift kasi meron kaming ginagawa ngayon. I'm still trying to let them practice delayed gratification. So you explain it because they don't know what's happening and they're coming out from love. So you have that conversation and explain because they need different multiple secure attachment also aside from us as parents. Okay, so compassion, empathy always wins. All of us can feel like a winner. We're not in competition here. We're all parents. Walang better parent. I'm a better parent and you are a better parent. Okay, so we are, let's all make each other feel like a winner. Okay, I like this cover of Time magazine. Breastfeeding versus formula. Extended breastfeeding ba or not going for past a year? Baby wearing ba versus putting baby in a stroller? Natural childbirth, medicated childbirth, C-section, VBAC, okay, bed sharing, crying it out. The list can go on and on. We all have different parenting philosophies, but the best way to parent is with love. We are all mom enough. We are all dad enough. We are all parent enough, okay? And we're really trying our best. So we are in a constant relationship with ourselves. So let's be that source of warmth. Let's stay when it's during discomfort. Let's be that all comfort feeling for our children, okay? So in summary, okay, just parenting is a relationship first with our child, okay, inside of us, okay, parent that child, which will be affected with the way we treat our children. And there are 4 ways, 4 mindset that influences that. Dependence, are you permissive, okay, authoritarian, neglectful, or democratic? our way is always to strive for interdependence, okay? But when we find ourselves in permissive, authoritarian, and neglectful, let's just ask ourselves, from that moment, we can always change. From that moment, ask yourself, does my child need more connection o kailangan boundary ngayon? Okay? Do I need? Okay? If you are, do I need more connection? Baka naman kailangan mo self-care muna, daddy, mommies, okay? Or do I need more, need more boundaries? Okay? So ask yourself also, do you need more connection or do you need more boundaries? Okay? So it's a really a moment to moment. So we all go to different mindsets depending on our own unique stories with ourselves, with our children, with our families, past and present. So we need to apply respect, empathy, and compassion first. Our goal is to be at interdependence, and we are co-creating with our children. And we do this through connection before correction. So be first, the presence, observation, your attention, so we can do more. The structure, the achievements will come naturally. And that's when we can enjoy most the parenting process. And the only rule to parenting, the style of the path to interdependence, it depends. Respect, compassion, empathy, curiosity are the keys to enjoy this gift, this honor and privilege of being called mom, dad, nanay, tatay, and a parent. So let's just enjoy our getting to know our children and spending these times with them. Yes.
Thank you so much. That was so amazing, Miss Kit. I was just listening lang because it's very, of course, given talaga na very insightful po ang talk ninyo. But I really like the part where you said, it's all about, supporting each other as parents. For example, kanina you notice, you mentioned na as parents, moms or dads, na wag tayo masyadong mag-compare na, okay, ayun yung advice nila, ayan yung advice nila. It's at the end of the day, we should not, of course, we're not perfect. Sometimes in our minds, we judge,
yes.
Parents, not just as mom, but we judge. Basically, we judge. So we try our best just to improve ourselves instead of judging, try to just support one another, encourage one another as parents to be better parents, pero not in a way na parang ini-insulto mo sila or anything. What else? I really learned a lot as well. And of course, for our children, as you said, for me, that's also my very important, parang things that I learned along the way is to really have empathy, to really have kindness and respect talaga. Super important po talaga yun. No matter what you've been through, me, of course, I'm a parent right now. So no matter what I have been through sa childhood ko, whether it's a very wonderful childhood, yung medyo not so, marami kasi tayong experiences eh. Lahat tayo humans, meron yung mga na-trauma in the past. Iba talaga. Pero at the end of the day, I hope we parents, learn to parang not really, bring the bad things, that we experienced kunwari in the past, but more like learn pa rin to have respect with your children, to your children, and of course have that empathy and kindness at the end of the day, kahit na kung ano man yung pinagdaanan mo. For me talaga that's super important. Kaya super happy ako that you mentioned all those because, I also apply that to my kids right now. Ayan. So thank you so much, Miss Kit.
Thank you also.
And of course, we are not yet done because syempre naman, we want to hear from our mommies and daddies also. So now we're going to go through our audience questions dito sa comment section. Ayan. At meron na po akong may napili na po akong ibang question. I hope you can answer po, Miss Kit. Ito naman po, ang first question po natin is from Miss J-Shell Fleur. Okay. Sabi niya sa akin, bago yung mga questions, sabi niya, sa akin, mommy, kahit maliit lang na development kay baby, kino-congratulate ko siya para malaman niya na tama ang ginagawa niya. #economy of words. Nice. Ano naman, di ba?
Yes. Support, di ba? That's, that's what they need for us.
They need encouragement. Yes, correct.
Ito naman, di ba?
Yes. Ito naman daw po, I hope you can answer. Sabi daw po ni Jackie Ortega Paragas, how to influence our children in order to boost their self-esteem, especially that they're not exposed to a lot of people due to the pandemic.
Okay. So the first thing you need to also look inwards when you have questions like this. Check also with you. Do you show them, do you model to them that you are self-confident? Kasi they will feel that because especially now nga that limited exposure to people, ikaw lang nakikita nila. But if they feel you're so confident with the way you carry yourself, the way you lead a household, okay, the words that you express, for example, you're a working mom also, the way you are being with your work, diba? Mahal mo ba yung trabaho mo? Tapos when there are challenges, okay lang yan. I'm confident. Kaya ko. You're able to do that. That's the best example we can model our children. That self-confidence, it's an energy that they feel with you.
They feel it, no?
Yeah, they feel that. And then kumakabit sila doon. Pero for example, every day, like when you're eating, naku, may work na naman.
Oo, tama.
Diba? Parang tapos sabihin mo, anak, mag-aral ka mabuti ha, kasi para sa kinabukasan mo yan. Tulad ko. Pero pag nakikita ka nila, parating kang buringot, diba? Parang sasabihin nila, why do I want to be like you?
Exactly.
I want to enjoy my life.
Exactly. I think it's very important also, like you said earlier, na tama nga na yes, we should be role models. At the same time, yung role model na yun is, you know, it's nice to have an attitude of positivity in all things, even when it comes to parenting and when it comes to work, para makita nila na, okay, lahat naman yung trabaho is challenging, di ba?
Yes.
Lahat tayo may trabaho, adults, ganyan talaga. Yes, we have responsibilities. But if you have your mindset na positive thinking na, okay, there's another day, okay, medyo, but I can do this. The Lord bless me with this work, and you know, my children will see it, will radiate I'm seeing na positive yung day ko. Yes, we have bad days, but at the end of the day, dapat makita din nila na, you know, I know how to solve this. This is normal, and your mommy is cool, and she will get through the day after work. Oh, diba? Dapat ganun.
Diba?
Instead makita nila, ganito ka. Instead makita nila na ganito ka na. So, may makikita nila, ala, para kayo ko yata nun. Diba?
Ayoko na yan. So, ganun din sila when they start schooling, the kunwari online. Ganun sila. Ayoko na dito.
Oh yeah, speaking of, we have another question naman to. Ito naman galing kay Mary Joy Cordero. Juanico, okay. Question po is, did your own upbringing impact your parenting? Hashtag Hugs Moms.
Yes, definitely. Our own upbringing. Okay, so your challenge now is to be able to discern, parang isipin mo, hindi siya automatic. Kung paano ka pinalaki, ganito mo na rin papalakihin yung anak mo. Because the challenge is, we get to know your child and if it's appropriate for your child. Kasi iba na rin yung kinalakihan natin before, di ba? Also, with the environment with our children now. But yes, definitely. And take it as a learning experience, but not automatic. You don't just pass it on because kasi I turned out okay naman. Ito na rin yung gagawin ko, di ba? And what happens? So for example, I was telling you, my upbringing, my mom was raising 7 children. But she was also she didn't work because she had 7 children. And we're blessed that she was able to just be a stay-at-home mom. Right? So, pero now, with your own, I can't expect myself to be like, to be like my mom. I'm so different from my mom. I mean,
yeah. Kasi iba talaga work at parang housewife, taking care of the children. Yung iba naman, very workaholic. Iba-iba talaga yung mga moms eh.
So the way there is to really trust your own strength also.
Right. Iba-iba.
Create a different story, a different love story with your own children now, with your own family now. So, minsan kasi we put so much pressure also on ourselves. And I found that, early parts, parang, I can't be like my mom, parang, paano niya nagawa yun? Then we're becoming judgmental with ourselves. And then you realize, I can create, you can create your own story, your own story with your own kids now as a mom. So you take the good parts, the things that you also always have to question, like, is this applicable for my child or for my own state now, in my own environment right now? So it's just a learning experience.
Yeah, and actually we have another question also from the same a person who asked, si Miss Mary Joy Cordero. Juanico.
For your question.
Niya, ito may follow-up question siya. Sabi niya, how do you relate to other parents that don't necessarily agree with you? Kasi that happens and not just with parents, but people just sometimes don't agree with you sometimes, diba? So how do you relate to other people, to other parents that don't agree with you? Kunwari may ibang parenting style siya and iba ka. How do you know this?
Yeah.
How do you...
So watch your feelings. Watch your feelings. Our tendency is to be defensive kasi. Diba?
Always.
Who are you to tell me? Anak ko kaya to. Diba?
Diba?
So, and ako, hindi ko na yan kakausapin next time. Ako, block ko na yan.
Block, delete.
block, delete. Diba? Unfollow or whatever. So be curious. Be curious also. So the antidote to judgment, the antidote to judgment is really curiosity. So first check-in. Nga, parang na-trigger ako dun sa sinabi. Bakit kaya ako na-trigger? So you open the conversation. Because when you judge yourself, you lose the opportunity to connect to another person. And we're all in the same boat, diba? Parang we're all parents. So also think, why am I getting triggered with what she said? What makes it about me? And then also ask yourself, what can I learn from it? Baka naman, meron na siyang nakikita na hindi ko nakikita. So you just be open. And then also, you ask questions, diba? And you also you try to in a very respectful manner.
Mature.
Mature. And we also think that there must be good intent also to what they're saying. So what can I learn from it, and how can I see it from a different perspective? So baka nga matulungan ka pa, di ba? Parang baka you can learn something from it. So just watch your feelings and then accept as legit. Now, talagang toxic tong tao.
Iba na yun eh. Yun ang isip ko, wait lang, paano kung toxic or something? Kung toxic, better lang pag ganun. For example, may mga unsolicited advice or medyo below the belt na parang wala namang sense. Pero siguro ganun, parang of course, you can just ignore it, diba? Ignore it na lang. And just think na lang, okay, I think it's, as a parent, kung meron siyang advice na parang tingin natin na hindi pwedeng i-adapt sa parenting natin, just leave it be na lang. That's her own. Parang ganun na lang. And still, instead of lang patulan, diba?
Yes, huwag mo lang patulan.
Kasi may mga ganun talaga na tao. Kahit mga magulang na, it really happens. It really happens in this world. All over the world, diba?
Apply compassion. If you want to change our culture, okay?
Start with ourselves.
Start with yourself. Apply compassion. Just think, send them na lang and the energy.
Dahil sabihin natin minsan ako, Lord, baka may maramdaman ako na medyo inis or galit. Lord, kayo na po bahala.
Thank you for the opportunity to teach me how to be more confident. Or how to apply.
So, speaking of Okay po, yan. Speaking of, different opinions ng mga parents, yung mga tao, meron po tayong isa pang nag-comment, si Miss Desiree Tan Buenafe. Ayan, speaking of nga, ito naman yung question niya. What kind of punishment do you employ when kids start to misbehave? Kasi iba-iba tayong style eh. Yung iba naman, wala man lang firm voice. Yung iba naman, they kind of use, iba-iba talaga yung parenting styles natin when it comes to punishment. So, or something, iba, wala namang punishment. So, the question is, what kind of punishment do you employ when kids start to misbehave?
Okay. So, I don't believe in physical punishment personally.
Yes.
We respect, diba? We don't, no matter what age they are, there's always respect in your words, respect in the tone of voice, diba? So, it's always good to first, okay, what kind of punishment? First, let's define.
Change the word.
Yeah, change the words, diba? First, let's define misbehave.
Okay.
When they're misbehaving, okay, depending on the age of the children, but it's always they need something that's not met. That's why they are misbehaving. So the first thing to know also, and check depending on the age of your children, they need something from you that they're not getting. Okay, let's just say think also of what led to that misbehavior. Baka matagal na. So it always talks about boundaries. Clear ba sa inyo, first of all, kung ano yung rules? Okay? Baka naman kasi we're already becoming should-defying parents. Dapat ito mo, dapat. Pero ano ba yung rule and bakit? Why is it there? So you can explain it to them. So when they are misbehaving, okay, it's a teaching moment for us as parents. How can we help them self-regulate their feelings when they are like that, and to ask them, how are you? How do you feel? Anak, depending on para kang sportscaster din, na you're not going to judge your child. Anak, nakita ko na kunwari, may nabasag sila or something.
Yes.
Okay. Nabasag yung first you ask them, are you hurt? Diba? So the concern is always on the child.
Yes.
Behind the misbehavior, we tend to forget it's not the action. It's still the child that's more important.
Yes.
So we get to know the child. So why ask them also what happened? Give them a chance to explain what happened without too much. Diba?
Tama yan. Kasi minsan like, as parents, kunwari may nabasag sila na super mahal na vase. Example lang, di ba? Mahal na vase. Sometimes, parang nauuna yung ating, syempre, nasa-shock tayo, pero nauuna yung ating galit. Be like, hi! What did you do? O yung mga ganun. Di ba? Parang nauna talaga yon. So, sometimes, we learn along the way as parents and try to, ask first kung tama po kayo, Miss Kit. Kung nasaktan, malay mo naman, nasugatan siya or something.
Yeah.
If she's okay naman, I guess, for me, accidents happen, I think along the way, we just have to just train our child. It's very not easy, parenting or, raising a child, to make sure na hindi niya hawakan tong mamahaling gamit na to or mabasag ito. But it's really a learning process. Ganun po talaga, accidents happen in anything. So
I guess as a parent, also, we need to create that environment depending on the age of your children. Be realistic. Pag may babagyan dyan, tapos
toddler.
The motor skills are not yet developed, expect that those things are gonna break. Okay?
Hindi naman siya 26 years old, Ano siya? 6 months. O 6 months pa lang, di ba? Crawling lang. Or 3 years old.
Make sure your environment is a nurturing environment appropriate to their kids, appropriate to the age of your kids or to their developmental parang development also. So, alam mo na, sinong fault yun? Fault mo yun. Hindi yung fault ng anak mo, kaya nabasa. Diba?
Ito naman, meron naman tayong question na hindi naman medyo related naman dito, pero it's not about making nababasag ang vase or whatever. Ito naman po ay question galing kay Emmy Abong Santos. Sabi niya, hello po, I want to ask if there is a way to handle a toddler who is hitting you back. So, nananakit din siya back. So, I know po na di pa nila makontrol yung feelings nila, pero minsan ang hirap po siyang patigilin. Salamat po, #4mom. So, paano kaya yun? No? So, is there a way to handle a toddler who is hitting back? What would you do, Miss Kit, kaya, if that happened?
Okay. So, there are two things again here. Hitting you back, ibig sabihin,
you hit
back, you hit. Diba? So, check also. Parang, kasi,
okay.
Back.
Okay, di ako din.
So, first, okay, if you hit them, they'll also learn how to hit, diba? Kasi there are also, sometimes there are two ways. Are they really become, baka defensive din sila. Okay, so, that's one thing we need to see also. Nakikita ba nila? How is their environment? Are they exposed to hitting that makes it look like it's okay? So what also are the things they watch? So the things they hear, okay, that makes it okay to hit. So just check also the environment or their exposure to violence, in other words. That makes them, kasi wala pa sila, hindi pa nila ma-determine in their brain, a 2-year-old brain cannot determine yet what is the effect of their actions. Wala pa yung mga...
Really?
Okay. So, if they see, if they're modeled, what they watch, it's okay to hit, tapos natatawa tayo, then baka yun yung na-imprint sa kanila. Baka nakakatawa. Pero, let's just say they're having a tantrum. They hit you. Tapos masakit talaga. Masakit talaga yun, di ba? Parang we're also human beings. We're still gonna say, ouch! Ang sakit!
Yes.
So you model it for them with warmth and care. You carry them if they're misbehaving. You hug them, okay? And then when they hit you, okay, you tell them, that's really painful. Okay? There's a way we can express what you're feeling. Alam ko, and express to them what naiinis ka, napipagod ka na, ano yung context. Let them know that their feeling is valid. Okay? But there is an option or there's another way to express your anger. So you can model it to them. Okay? So what is, give them a toy, like a stuffed toy, Parang if you want to, you want to express your anger, okay, squeeze natin yung toy, squeeze natin itong toy, or your pillow, di ba? Parang, nakakainis talaga, di ba? Parang, hindi mo naintindihan kung ano nangyayari sa'yo. So, depends on the context. But you role play with them, so they understand that it is painful. And there's a new way. You give them a choice of a new way to express their anger. So you can do role plays with them. So 2 years old pa lang yan. And then you can model it with your tone of voice also. But always with love and with respect also. This is respect. At home, we do not hit. No matter if you are angry. Okay? But you can express it. So, ano yung nararamdaman mo? Ano yung nangyari? So, you try to give them the words that they cannot express yet. So, take yung mga stuffed toys, pag-usapan nyo sila, di ba? Ito si ganyan, ito, ganyan. So, you let them express, channel the feeling, the energy in a positive way. So, that will teach them. So, next time you're feeling this way, you can take this pillow, then you can talk to this toy, or you can talk to, anong nangyari? So, parang externalize ninyo yung nararamdaman nila sa loob nila para hindi sila manakit. Because they don't have the intention to hurt you. They don't have the intention to.
Thank you for that, Miss Kit. Okay, ito meron pa tayong isang question before we wrap up. You know, as much as possible, gusto ko sana, to entertain all the questions, but we have one more. Ito naman po ay from Sheila Marie. Sabi niya, naku, baka maging ganyan ako sa only child ko. Kasi sobra ko siyang mahal. Paano ko kaya madadivert? Ano po ba yung she was referring to this question. I think she was referring to being dependent sa atin or
yung not permissive. Okay. So, sobrang mahal. So, there's a lot of things na we do out of love, diba? We don't have a difficult time saying no to our kids because kunwari, it's time to sleep na, diba? Or, naman, for example, that at the age of before 2 years old, actually, dapat exposure to cell phones, hindi pa rigid, di ba? Simulan natin sila di ba? It's out of love. But when we think of love, there are, we always think also of the long-term effect.
Long-term, or what's best. Not just for that day. Di ba?
Okay. Ano yung long-term effect ninyo? When you are so permissive, okay, you don't have boundaries also, it just means you're working out something within yourself, right? So you're afraid to be not liked. So,
may candy yan. Bawal ang candy. Binigyan mo kasi nakita, napaka-colorful at iiyak siya kung hindi ka eat mga ganun, di ba? So,
practice boundary setting in small ways. And try to practice also. And think also, pag pinayagan mo to or ginawa mo rin to long term, ano yung magiging effect dun sa anak mo? Will they feel love? When you're not present anymore or when you're not around, will they do it because they know it's good for them, for their well-being, or they're just following you kasi hindi ka nakatingin? Diba? Or they're, as soon as hindi ka nakatingin, they're already going to sneak something. Diba? Parang that's not love, that's fear. Takot sila sila. So, it depends on the situation, but you need to be able to work it out with yourself. Bakit ka takot mag-reprimand or gumawa ng boundaries or to be consistent with your boundaries? It always has to do also with the way you were raised. At saka yung mga issues mo with receiving love or seeing enough and validate that. So you have to really think about it first because and how you can change that so you can model it for your children.
Thank you so much, Miss Kita. And I know a lot of our mommies and daddies who's watching right now still have a lot of questions for us today, for you. But of course, unfortunately, we have just this time for this weekend. But before we end our live, again, I would like to thank our co-presenter, Huggies Philippines. And of course, maraming salamat po, Miss Kit, for today. Super inspiring and enlightening po. You've inspired us and enlightened us today with your talk and how to be better parents. Ayan.
Yes,
so,
yes. Thank you, Huggies Philippines. Mommy Mundo, maraming salamat. And for everyone who stayed and listened and thank you so much as well.
And before we say goodbye, thank you. Before we say goodbye, I would like to remind also everyone to please follow Huggies PH on Facebook and join the Huggies Club. Okay, so you can join the Huggies Club and let's brave new parenting challenges together through free tips and hacks as well as exclusive deals at saka discounts. Gusto natin yan, mga mommies and daddies. And of course, I'm also reminding everyone again that we have not one, not two, but 3 running games for this event para manalo po kayo. And of course, again, for complete mechanics and details, we have them all up in our Baby Hugs event page under Mommy Mundo events on the Facebook page. So please do check that out to make sure you have noted all additional mechanics to qualify for these contests. And again, If you really enjoyed baby hugs today, please let us know at the feedback form, and the link is flashing on your screen right now over there. And of course, this has also been shared in the chat box and comment section. So stay updated on live sessions and workshops on Mommy Mundo by joining the Mommy Mundo community. And if you haven't done so, just simply go to the website. It is www.mommymundo.com and click on the sign up now button for the instant access to exclusive deals, exclusive news and updates sent to you to your email. And you can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram for the latest mommy products and news. My name is Karel Marquez Farinas, and I will see you all again soon, mga mommies and daddies. Happy weekend. Bye.
Change was a distant word. There was a time that would only encounter it a few times in a decade. Today, I know that every day will bring change. There will be moments where I'll embrace it, but most of the time, I know I'll resist, hoping to fold the edge of the page of what has become my favorite story yet. I knew you before I met you. That's a funny thing, but I still had so many questions about you and to ask you. The pain with which you came left me breathless. From then on, nothing has been the same. I see myself in you, and in the same time, I see all that you do through you. Discovering every color and note with you, learning how to smile despite the weariness. Developing the handy skill of doing everything half asleep, staring helplessly at every how-to-parent guide available. Those first few months felt like a blink, so I kept my eyes open, hoping that I wouldn't miss a thing. These moments are rare, but I know that even for a little while, on days like today, when the wind's still and the sun lingers, I can take a mental picture and hold on to this memory, comforted that it will never change.